Good day. Comparative analysis of formulated feeds from Moringa leaf, Moringa oleifera, and CollardGreens, Brassica oleracea to commercialized feeds for chicken, Gallus domesticus. Our study examined and explored the comparative analysis of formulated feeds from Moringa leaf, Moringa oleifera, and CollardGreens, Brassica oleracea to commercialized feeds for chicken, Gallus domesticus. Here is our overview. One of the organic feeds that a poultry farmer can use as an alternative feed for poultry are Moringa oleifera and Brassica oleracea. The M. oleifera is a plant that can sometimes be called drumstick tree, miracle tree, the Ben oil tree, or the horseradish tree. It is been used in different countries because of its good effects, and it also has antifungal, antiviral, antidepressant, and anti-inflammatory properties, and that is according to Cadman 2020. On second thought, collard greens are leafy green edible vegetable. It contains different nutrients such as vitamin K, vitamin A, has antioxidants and minerals. This plant is nutrient dense low in calories, according to Mix 2021. Since chicken is one of the more economical items we can purchase, it would require twice as much care. According to the Department of Agriculture in the Philippines, the price range of the chicken as of January 4, 2022, the current update of the price monitoring is at 160 pesos. In taking care of the chickens, they need to be fed much more than the chicken feeds can give. Moreover, the alternatives, especially if it's organic, could really help the poultry to have healthy growth. Commercialized feeds is a common chicken feeder. A non-organic sometimes contains soy, fish meal, or fillers, and that is according to Haley 3 2020. We choose moringa leaf since it has its dietary and therapeutic values and has been used as an amplified promoter, immune enhancer, antioxidant, and has a hypocholesterol effect for chickens, according to Malthus et al. 2019. It also includes bioactives that inhibit the growth of harmful microorganisms that can help chickens to reach their genetic potential by improving the digestion of chickens. We choose collard greens since it has high nutritional value, such as fiber, minerals, and vitamins A, C, E, K, and vitamin B6, according to Shang Xiaopiao 2019. It is also edible in many tropical and subtropical and have been included into traditional diets. When chickens devour this kind of vegetable, it improves their digestive system, skin, and feathers, and that is according to the TILF 2022. In 2020, chicken is the most common meat consumed because it is high in protein, easy to prepare, and less expensive than other meat products. Chicken meat also is more efficient in terms of feed and water usage to produce meat, and has a lower environmental footprint in terms of greenhouse gases than other common meat products, and that is according to poultryhub.com 2022. Objectives of the study: determine the level of effectiveness of formulated feeds from moringa leaf and collard greens compared to commercialized feeds for chicken in terms of height, weight, and mortality rate of chickens. Determine the degree of acceptability of formulated feeds from M. oleifera and B. oleracea in terms of growth performance for chickens against commercialized feeds. Compare the significant difference in the level of effectiveness of formulated feeds from M. oleifera and B. oleracea to commercialized feeds. Now I'm going to present to you our methodology. First, we collected moringa leaf and collard greens. We gathered the moringa leaf from the environment. Basically, it is for free, unlike collard greens. We bought from the market at the price of 100 pesos per kilo, equivalent to $1.78 US. After collecting the moringa and colored green leaves, next step is we air dry the 50% moringa and 30% of collard greens. We air dried it for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks of air drying, manually pulverize the leaves using grinding machine and place it in the feed filling machine to generate organic feeds. Next, preparation of chickens. Chickens are bought from poultry farmers. In this study, 10 chickens were used to be observed. Each chicken costs 48 pesos, equivalent to 2.66 US dollar. Preparation of commercialized feeds. Commercialized feeds were bought from poultry feed store. We usually bought 1 kilo for 40 pesos every week at the first up to third week of our observation. Preparation of weighing scale to observe the weight of the chickens. Preparation of measuring tapes to observe the height of the chickens. Preparation of the number tags to make sure that the information would be valid. Daily intake of vitamins and feeds for chicken in each phases. Each phases have 5 chicken each. 5 chickens under formulated feeds and 5 chickens under commercialized feeds. Daily observation of weight, height, and mortality rate of chickens. Observed data was recorded and documented for 45 days. Here is our findings. The result revealed that the formulated feeds M. oleifera and B. oleracea was noted as highly acceptable for chickens' height, poorly acceptable for mortality rate of chickens, fairly acceptable for the weight of chickens. The result revealed that the degree of acceptability of formulated feeds in terms of height, weight, and mortality rate of chickens had its lower effect than degree of acceptability of commercialized feeds. The result revealed that there was a significant difference on the level of effectiveness as formulated feeds against commercialized between a period of observation. The chickens under formulated feeds has higher heights compared to chicken under commercialized feeds. However, the weight and mortality rate of chickens under commercialized feeds are observed effectively. The first graph shows the level of effectiveness of formulated feeds in terms of weight of chickens. At the very first week of our observation, the 2 chickens died. With that, it resulted 3 chickens left to be observed. Dark blue in color signifies the weight of chicken 1. The gray one for chicken 3's weight, and the chicken 5's weight is the light blue in color. In the first week of observation, the weight of chicken 1 reached almost 0.100 kilograms, while chicken 3 had 0.50 kilograms, and chicken 5 had 0.60 kilograms. And after a few weeks of observation, in week 7, there is 0.800 kilograms for chicken 1, 0.850 kilograms for chicken 3, and 0.950 kilograms for chicken 5. Next graph shows the level of effectiveness of commercialized feeds in terms of weight of chickens. At first week of our observation, 1 chicken died under commercialized feeds. With that, only 4 chickens are left to be observed. Dark blue in color for chicken 1's weight, orange in color for the weight of chicken 2, gray in color for the weight of chicken 3, and the light blue in color for chicken 5. In the first week of observation, the weight of chicken 1 reached 0.100 kilograms, 0.90 for chicken 2, 0.85 kilograms for chicken 3, and for chicken 5 also has 0.85 kilograms. With continued observation, in the last week, which is week 7, chicken 1 had 1.0 kilogram, 1.80 kilogram for chicken 2, 0.900 kilogram for chicken 3, and finally, chicken 5's weight reached 1.100 kilogram. And chicken 5 under commercialized feed had their heaviest weight compared to all chickens observed. Next graph shows the level of effectiveness of formulated feeds in terms of height of chickens. The blue line refers to chicken 1's height, the orange line for the height of chicken 3, and the gray line for the height of chicken 5. In the first week of our observation, chicken 2 and 3 has the same 13 centimeter while chicken 1 has 14 centimeter height. With continued observation, by week 7, the height of chicken 1 has reached 34 centimeters, while chicken 3 has 38 centimeters and 39 centimeters for chicken 5. Next graph shows the level of effectiveness in terms of height of chicken under commercialized feeds. We can see in this graph that the blue line is for chicken 1, orange line for chicken 2, the gray line for chicken 3, and the yellow line for chicken 5. In the first week, the height of chicken 1, the height of chicken 2, and the height of chicken 3 are all the same, which has 15 centimeter in height, while chicken 5 has a height of 14 centimeter. While continuously observing the chicken's height under commercialized feeds, we observe improvements in chicken's height. And by week 7, chicken 1 reached 39 centimeters, chicken 2 and chicken 3 both have 38 centimeters, and chicken 5 has the lowest height, which has 31 centimeters. Next graph shows the mortality rate of chickens under commercialized feeds and formulated feeds. Moringa and CollardGreens are the formulated feeds. The orange color refers to commercialized feeds, and the blue color refers to formulated feeds. As we can observe in this graph, the mortality rate of chickens under formulated feeds has 3 out of 5 chickens, while mortality rate of chickens under commercialized feeds has 4 out of 5 chickens. This table shows the degree of acceptability of formulated feeds in terms of height. Since what is stated in our statement of the problem 2 indicates the degree of acceptability of formulated feeds only, so we focus more on this. We can see here in the table that there is a population of 5. Chicken 1 has a total average height of 23.42 centimeters. Effectiveness 2. Interpretation fairly acceptable. Chicken 2 and chicken 4 died at the first week of our observation. So basically, its effectiveness is 1 and interpretation poorly acceptable. Chicken 3 reached the total average height of 26. Effectiveness 5. Interpretation highly acceptable. Chicken 5 reached a total average of 26.64 centimeters. Effectiveness 5. Interpretation highly acceptable. This interpretation was adopted from the study of Terrano 2015. Next table shows degree of acceptability of formulated feeds in terms of weight. There was also a population of 5. Since chicken 4 died at the first week of our observation, so its effectiveness is 1. Interpretation poorly acceptable. Chicken 1 reached a total average weight of 0.49 kilograms. Effectiveness 2. Interpretation fairly acceptable. Chicken 2 died also at the first week of our observation. Effectiveness 1. Interpretation poorly acceptable. Chicken 3 reached a total average weight of 0.52 kilograms. Effectiveness 3, interpretation acceptable. Chicken 5 has a total average of 0.59 kilograms. Effectiveness 4, interpretation moderately acceptable. Overall, the findings endorse that formulated feeds was poorly acceptable for chicken's weight against commercialized feeds. However, the chicken's height has higher rate of a higher degree of acceptability than chickens under commercialized feeds. Here is our conclusion. The findings endorsed that leaf from M. oleifera and B. oleracea indicated a poor performance on chicken's weight and mortality rate against commercialized feeds. Chicken under formulated feeds are more active physically. The findings endorse that formulated feeds is poorly acceptable for chickens against commercialized feeds. The height of the chickens under formulated feeds has higher rate than chickens under commercialized feeds. The findings reveal that there was a significant difference of formulated feeds against commercialized feeds between a period of time. It showed that the formulated feeds were poorly acceptable in terms of weight and mortality rate. It determined the effect of chicken's height as highly acceptable. Otherwise, the commercialized feeds were highly acceptable in terms of weight and mortality rate, but it determined the effect to chicken's height as poorly acceptable. And here is the references we use in our study. This brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you. Di mo na save!